Tuesday twilight. Cafe glows warmly. The sky is a muted palette of blues and grays, painting a serene backdrop to the tranquil scene. Gentle leaves rustle, whispering secrets in the evening breeze. The soft light of the cafe spills onto the pavement, creating a welcoming ambiance. A sense of peace envelops the scene as the day transitions into night. The cafe is bathed in the dim, fading light of a Tuesday evening, creating an intimate, shadowy atmosphere. Soft jazz meanders through the air, a gentle counterpoint to the robust scent of freshly brewed coffee. At our familiar table, I sit, waiting. Across from me, the chair sits empty. Her absence is palpable. The cafe, usually buzzing, now feels like a stage set for a play that will never begin. In the brightly lit cafe, youthful laughter fills the air as a spilled coffee becomes a playful battleground. A younger version of us is caught in the throes of early romance, arguing with smiles over a board game. The cafe buzzes with the carefree energy of youthful love, every corner illuminated with hope and excitement. Spilled coffee glistens like liquid gold, a sweet mishap amidst the joyful chaos of our early days. The board game lies forgotten, a silent witness to the bubbling affection and light-hearted contention between us. A quiet Tuesday evening in the cafe. Silence hangs heavy as she sits alone. The spoon stirs circles in her coffee, each clink a tiny echo in the stillness. The rhythmic clinking of the spoon against the ceramic cup breaks the silence. In a moment of quiet deliberation, the clinking stops, leaving only the lingering silence. The cafe glows warmly, its light reflecting in my eyes as I steel myself. The rich aroma of coffee fills the air, a stark contrast to the weight of the moment. Taking a deep breath, I brace myself to speak the inevitable. The words hang in the air. I don't think this is working anymore. In the warm glow of the cafe, she finally lifts her gaze, a subtle softness gracing her eyes. A fleeting sense of relief washes over her face, softening the edges of her worry. Her eyes meet mine, a silent acknowledgement passing between us. The tension in her shoulders eases, replaced by a fragile calmness. A subtle smile plays on her lips, a beacon of hope in the dim light. The cafe glows warmly as shadows stretch across the checkered tablecloths. Steam rises lazily from the two half-empty coffee mugs. A symphony of soft murmurs and gentle clinking fills the air, creating an intimate, comforting ambiance. She breaks the silence with a soft, knowing affirmation. I know. The quiet words hang in the air, heavy with unspoken meaning. In a cozy cafe flashback, two figures share a quiet, intimate moment as they study together. A tender scene unfolds as she leans on his shoulder, finding comfort in his presence. He points to something in the textbook, guiding her through the complexities of their studies. The dim, warm light of the cafe casts a romantic glow on their shared endeavor. Their closeness speaks of a bond deeper than academics, a silent promise of support and companionship. The air in the cafe hangs heavy, thick with unspoken words and shared memories. Dim light stretches shadows across their faces, masking the passage of time. Regret lingers in the quiet space, a silent testament to what remains unsaid. An unspoken history binds them, a weight that neither can escape. In the dimly lit cafe, an unspoken tension fills the air as I trace the rim of my coffee cup, my gaze averted. The weight of silence presses down, amplifying the unspoken words between us. Each rotation of the cup is a deliberate act, a silent dance of avoidance and unspoken feelings. The air hangs heavy with what is not said, each moment stretching into an eternity of unspoken emotion. In the dimly lit cafe, the soft jazz barely cuts through the clinking of mugs as shadows dance with the rising steam. The air is heavy with unspoken words, each sip of coffee a momentary escape from the weight of the past. We talk in low voices, recounting the moments we tried to make it work. The words hang in the air, each syllable tinged with a bittersweet sadness. The cafe glows softly, conversations weaving through the dimly lit space. Across the table, she sits, shadows dancing around her face, a silent prelude to the truths unspoken. She breaks the silence. I admit I've changed. Her words hang in the air, heavy with the weight of transformation. A beat of silence passes before I respond. I acknowledge that I have too. The unspoken hangs heavier now. Our shared acknowledgement, a bridge and a barrier. The cafe is softly lit. Empty tables stretch into the shadows. The air hangs heavy with memories of the first visit. Now, a distant echo. Every corner whispers of shared moments, claimed as ours in a time now past. The warmth of the lights cannot dispel the chill of a memory grown faint. In the cozy cafe, memories flicker as initials are carved into the aged wooden table. Laughter dances in the air, weaving through the cafe's warm embrace where love finds its haven. The cafe transforms into a sanctuary, each corner echoing with whispered promises and shared dreams. In this nostalgic flashback, Love's sanctuary stands resilient against the test of time. The carved initials gleam softly, a permanent testament to a love once sheltered within these walls. The cafe hums with the quiet sorrow of unspoken farewells. Each clink of a coffee cup echoes the silence between them. Lines etched by shared memories now speak of a love transformed. No tears fall, only a mutual understanding settles in the space between them. In the quiet cafe, the love they once shared becomes a memory. In the intimate setting of the cafe, soft lighting creates an ethereal dance of shadows on her face as I sit across from her. I gaze intently, tracing the lines of her face, a map of memories and unspoken words. The familiar contours of her face stir a bittersweet ache as I struggle to reconcile the woman before me with the girl of my memories. The cafe hums with quiet activity, a symphony of clinking cups and hushed conversations that amplifies the distance between us. The differences are subtle, almost invisible, yet they resonate with undeniable force, creating a poignant divide. A pang of nameless emotion pierces through me, a haunting reminder of what was and what can never be again. The cafe glows softly as she sits opposite, our eyes meeting in the gentle light. She watches me, her eyes reflecting a shared, unspoken truth. We are strangers, yet an intimate understanding binds us together. A silent acknowledgement passes between us, a bridge built without words. In the quiet space of the cafe, our connection deepens, unspoken but palpable. The world fades as we share a moment of profound, silent recognition. In the soft glow of the cafe, a silent ritual begins, untying a knot of memory. Each movement is measured, a testament to patience rather than pain. The knot loosens, revealing threads of what once was, now softly fading. No anger clouds the air. No resentment lingers in the quiet space. The threads separate, light catching the delicate strands of what remains. In the stillness, there is only acceptance, a quiet farewell to what could not be. In the dimly lit cafe, the scent of coffee hangs heavy as I sit alone, a silent observer of the rain-streaked world outside. My gaze settles on a faded photograph, a ghost of our past selves, brimming with laughter and dreams. I recall the promises we made, the dreams we shared. They feel like echoes now, faint and distant. The rain intensifies, each drop a stark reminder of the distance that now separates us from those cherished memories. In the dimly lit cafe, she sits across from me, shadows dancing on her face. Her fingers, usually so composed, betray her unease as she nervously fidgets with a loose thread on her sweater. That simple, nervous habit, a relic from years past, unleashes a flood of memories, starkly highlighting the chasm of forgotten moments between us. The cafe fades into soft focus as long-forgotten moments of the past resurface. The weight of unspoken words hangs heavy in the air. The cafe glows softly, a haven of warmth on a Tuesday evening. The air is thick with unspoken stories, each note a delicate brushstroke on the canvas of the night. The cafe's gentle ambience wraps around its patrons, a comforting embrace against the chill of the outside world. Time slows, each moment a lingering echo in the tranquil space. The music continues to weave its spell, binding hearts and memories in its delicate web. The cafe glows warmly, casting a soft light on the rain-soaked street. A wave of sadness washes over me, a fleeting sorrow for memories of the past. Peace settles in, a gentle calm replacing the ache of what used to be. The quiet hum of the cafe wraps around me, a comforting embrace. The cafe glows warmly against the rain-streaked windows, each drop reflecting a story untold. Across the room, she appears, a figure framed by the gentle light. Her eyes meet mine, a silent connection forged across the distance. A subtle, melancholic smile graces her lips. It's a silent acknowledgement of the end. The moment hangs in the air, heavy with unspoken words and finality. In the quiet cafe, we rise, chairs scraping against the floor. The sound echoes through the stillness. The scraping sound creates a jarring atmosphere. The cafe remains silent, amplifying the unsettling noise. In the quiet cafe, Tuesday evening casts a shadow as I reach for my coat. A familiar gesture feels oddly distant. The texture of the fabric feels unfamiliar beneath my fingertips. The weight of the coat in my hands feels heavier than usual. I pause, the coat suspended between the chair and my shoulders. The cafe's warm glow seems to fade as I prepare to leave. I rise slowly, the coat now draped over my arm, ready to step back into the night. In the warm, inviting atmosphere of the cafe, she begins to gather her belongings. Her movements are precise, each action measured and efficient. With a final check, she ensures nothing is left behind. She stands up, bag over shoulder, ready to step back into the evening. A pause, a moment of reflection before she heads out. She exits the cafe. In the quiet cafe, an unspoken tension fills the air as the final moments tick away. There's no hug, no final kiss, just a silent acknowledgement of the end. A nod, barely perceptible, seals their fate. A silent farewell echoes louder than any spoken words. The cafe glows with warmth, a haven of soft light and hushed voices, the air rich with the scent of coffee. Across the table, a heavy silence settles, thick and unavoidable. Two souls at a crossroads, poised at the edge of diverging paths. The analogy looms, uncomfortably perfect, as if scripted by fate itself. I stand, a profound sense of closure weighing heavily. Turning, I prepare to depart. Each step echoes the end of an era. The cafe fades behind me. The door swings open. I step into the cool night. In the warm glow of the cafe, she remains seated, her gaze following him, an enigma wrapped in silence. Her eyes narrow slightly, a subtle shift in her expression as she watches him recede into the distance. A flicker of something unreadable crosses her face as she observes his departure. Her expression, a mask. She watches him leave, leaving her thoughts concealed. The cafe fades into a soft blur as she continues to watch me walk away, her expression a mystery. Her silence amplifies the mystery as she silently watches me go, her gaze lingering. The door of the cafe swings open, revealing the quiet street outside. Emerging from the cafe, I take a breath of the cool evening air. The quiet street offers a refreshing change from the cafe's warmth. I pause, savoring the stillness of the evening. The cool air invigorates me as I step further into the night. The streetlights illuminate the cafe, casting long shadows that stretch into the evening. Shadows grow longer, mirroring memories fading into the past. The cafe glows softly, a beacon against the encroaching night. The scene suggests a poignant farewell, memories lingering in the shadows. I turn away from the cafe, each step deliberate, each footfall a soft echo in the twilight. Without a backward glance, I leave behind the cafe's warm glow, now a distant memory fading into the night. The cafe's chatter fades, its existence now a mere blur of light and sound in the distance. Each step away solidifies the ending, the pavement, a cold, hard reality under my feet. It's over. The words hang in the air, as final as the setting sun. In the dimly lit cafe, she watches as I vanish into the darkness. The night swallows me whole, leaving her alone with her thoughts. A solitary tear begins its descent, reflecting the cafe lights. The tear traces a lonely path down her cheek, a silent testament to her sorrow. Each drop marks the absence, a void widening with every passing moment. The night deepens, and her silent tears blend with the shadows. In the quiet cafe, she lifts the cup to her lips. The lingering aroma of coffee, a stark reminder of moments passing. The taste of the cold coffee is bitter, a finality settling on her tongue. The empty cup sits on the table, a silent testament to endings and unspoken words. The cafe lights dim, casting shadows that deepen the mood of farewell and reflection. Inside the cozy cafe, a gentle bell signals her departure, marking the end of her visit. She steps out into the night, the sound of the bell fading behind her. The cafe bell rings softly, a sweet farewell accompanying her exit. She disappears into the Tuesday evening, leaving the warm glow of the cafe behind. The street stretches into the distance under the dim Tuesday evening light. Each step amplifies in the surrounding stillness. The silence grows more profound. The echoes of my footsteps resonate. The solitude of the evening envelops me. The street pulses with a cold, indifferent energy, city lights blurring into an abstract painting of urban isolation. Each light, a distant star, unreachable and uncaring, in the vast night sky of the metropolis. The city's glow reflects in tear-filled eyes, each drop mirroring the coldness of the urban landscape. Amidst the vibrant chaos, a silent acknowledgement of disconnection, a shared solitude in the heart of the crowd. The cacophony of the city fades, replaced by the echo of personal isolation, each sound a reminder of distance. The city becomes a mirror, reflecting not dreams realized, but the stark reality of urban anonymity. The street buzzes with the rhythm of Tuesday evening. A symphony of city life unfolds. A solitary figure walks along the sidewalk, a study in quiet contemplation. The streetlights cast long shadows, painting the scene with strokes of melancholy. A sense of freedom wafts through the air, yet a lingering sadness clings to the edges of the night. The figure pauses, looking out at the cityscape with a mix of longing and release. The city lights twinkle, like distant stars, each one a silent witness to the moment. City lights blur as I walk down the street, alone yet free. The crisp air carries the scent of rain and distant exhaust fumes. I'm not we anymore, I realize, feeling both liberated and heartbroken. The city lights reflect in my eyes a mix of freedom and sorrow. I pause, taking a deep breath, the cool air filling my lungs. The city stretches out before me, a landscape of endless possibilities and solitary paths. The street is cast in the soft hues of twilight. A stark yellow taxi cuts through the muted tones of the evening. I stand on the curb, arm raised in a gesture to halt the approaching cab. The taxi slows, its brake lights glowing ruby red against the asphalt. The taxi pulls to a stop directly in front of me. I start moving towards the taxi. The hum of the taxi fills the silence as I give my address, my voice barely a whisper. My voice sounds hollow, even to my own ears. The driver nods, his eyes meeting mine briefly in the rearview mirror. The city lights blur outside the window, each one a distant memory. Each street we pass is a reminder of what I've lost. The taxi speeds on, carrying me further away from everything I know. Inside the taxi, I am lost in thought, gazing out at the blur of city lights. Each flicker of light outside mirrors the thoughts racing through my mind. The city transforms into a dazzling display of light and shadow. The passing lights paint fleeting images across my face, a silent observer of the night. Rain begins to fall, its gentle rhythm mirroring the quiet sorrow within. The city lights blur through the rain-streaked window. A quiet sadness settles as the taxi moves through the wet streets. Each drop seems to amplify the melancholic mood. The soft patter of rain creates a somber atmosphere. The world outside fades into a blurry, rain-washed canvas. Under the veil of Tuesday evening, she navigates the street, her figure bent against the fierce wind. Each step is a defiance against the gusts, her determination etched in every stride. The wind whispers tales of resistance as she presses on, a lone silhouette in the twilight. Her bowed head and resolute steps tell stories of unspoken battles fought in solitude. Against the cityscape, her solitary journey embodies the struggle against nature's raw power. Towering buildings loom, their windows like unblinking eyes, watching. The street stretches endlessly, a concrete ribbon swallowed by shadows. The city feels vast and indifferent, its enormity swallowing everything. The buildings loom closer, their shadows deepening, enveloping me. Lost in the urban sprawl, I feel utterly consumed. As evening descends on the street, she clutches her coat, battling the encroaching cold. Her face tightens against the chill, her breath misting in the twilight air. She quickens her pace, driven by the desire for warmth and shelter. The streetlights cast long shadows as she hurries onward, a solitary figure against the night. Each step is a testament to her resolve, pushing through the cold and darkness. The street buzzes with the energy of Tuesday evening as pedestrians stream by, each lost in their own world. Amidst the throng, she moves, becoming just another face, anonymous and unremarked. The city swallows her whole, its vastness offering both anonymity and a sense of escape. She blends into the urban landscape, fading into the backdrop of towering buildings and bustling sidewalks. With each step, she sheds her former self, embracing the freedom of being unknown and unseen. The city's anonymity becomes her cloak, shielding her from the past and opening doors to an uncertain future. The door creaks open, revealing the stark emptiness of my apartment. Silence descends, each echo amplifying the weight of solitude. The air hangs heavy, a palpable reminder of what is missing. Lost in the quiet, I confront the stark reality of my loss. The silence of the apartment amplifies the sound as I drop my keys on the table. The keys strike the surface, the sound cutting through the stillness. The room remains silent, the echo of the keys fading away. The apartment absorbs the sound, returning to its quiet state. In the dim Tuesday night, I approach the window, drawn by the city's rain-soaked allure. The glass reflects a lonely figure against the backdrop of a glistening cityscape. Rain streaks down the window, blurring the lights into shimmering trails. Each drop echoes the quiet solitude of the apartment. The city below pulses with a muted, melancholic rhythm. Lost in thought, I watch as the rain washes over the world outside. The apartment sits in quiet darkness, the city lights a distant, unreachable glimmer. Outside, the city twinkles like a scattering of cold, indifferent stars. The coldness of the city invades the room, a silent reminder of isolation. The apartment, a lone island in the vast urban sea, shrouded in shadows. The twinkling lights mock the silence within, highlighting the emptiness. The apartment's silence is deafening, a stark contrast to the warmth of shared memories. Emptiness echoes through the rooms, where laughter and companionship once thrived. The weight of absence presses down, a constant reminder of what is lost. Each corner of the apartment whispers stories of us, now just haunting echoes. The silence amplifies the profound sense of loneliness, a void that can never be filled. The apartment, once a sanctuary, now feels like a prison of solitude. Turning from the window, I am swallowed by the apartment's stark emptiness. The room presses in, a silent, suffocating presence. Each corner whispers of solitude, amplifying the silence. I am utterly alone, the apartment a hollow shell around me. The night whispers through the apartment, a prelude to solitude. The bedroom waits, a space of cold comfort. I approach the bed, drawn by the promise of rest. The sheets lie in wait, a chill against bare skin. I slip beneath the covers, seeking warmth in the cold expanse. The night deepens, the cold a constant companion. In the quiet of the night, darkness enfolds the apartment, yet sleep remains distant. Eyes shut tight, a desperate attempt to find solace. A cascade of memories begins to flood the mind. The past replays, a bittersweet symphony of echoes and shadows. Each memory, a note in the haunting melody of what once was. The symphony swells, filling the room with the weight of unspoken words. The night deepens, and the gentle rhythm of rain against the window begins to lull me into a peaceful sleep. The room fades into soft shadows as sleep gently pulls me under, the sound of rain becoming a comforting lullaby. In the quiet darkness, the rain continues its soothing serenade, washing away the day's worries. As I drift further into slumber, dreams begin to weave their intricate tapestries, blending with the rhythmic drumming of the rain, creating a world of endless possibilities. The apartment is filled with a serene stillness, the rain outside creating a sanctuary of calm as I journey through the realms of sleep. The night embraces me, and the rain whispers secrets to the sleeping world, promising a new day filled with hope and renewal. The city awakens under a sky heavy with grey, its buildings appearing faded and weary. The day begins with a muted palette, the world outside mirroring the weariness within the room. A sense of quiet resignation fills the air as the weight of the overcast sky presses down. In the pale morning light, even the city seems to sigh, its vibrant colors dulled by the heavy sky. The morning light streams into the apartment as I awaken, the burden of yesterday heavy on my spirit. The quiet of the room amplifies the sense of isolation and reflection. Each movement is measured, the weight of unspoken words hanging in the air. I take a breath, bracing myself to face the new day with a mix of resolve and resignation. The morning light filters into the apartment, casting a soft glow as the day begins. A familiar ritual, the rich aroma of coffee fills the air, a small comfort in the stillness. Hands move deliberately, measuring coffee grounds, a practiced motion offering solace. The brewing coffee gurgles softly, a rhythmic sound that breaks the silence. A steaming mug is lifted, the first sip promising a moment of peace. Wednesday morning, light fills the apartment as I sit quietly, a cup of coffee warming my hands. The world outside the window blurs as I sip my coffee, lost in thought. A moment of stillness as I stare out the window, the coffee's warmth a small comfort. The city awakens beyond the glass, yet I remain in my quiet corner, sipping slowly. Lost in contemplation, the mundane morning transforms into a canvas of introspection. The day's first light catches the steam rising from my coffee, a silent promise of what is to come. As a new day dawns, the city awakens, unaware of the previous night's hidden turmoil. Sunlight gently filters through the curtains of a quiet apartment, casting shadows that hint at untold stories. The stillness inside contrasts sharply with the bustling sounds of the city gradually coming to life. Life moves on, oblivious to the quiet drama that lingers within the apartment's walls. The apartment is bathed in the soft glow of morning light, each sunbeam a promise of new beginnings. Dust motes dance in the air, each particle a tiny spark in the vast expanse of the room. A sense of resolve settles over me, a quiet determination to embrace the unknown. In the stillness, my breath is the only sound, a gentle rhythm in the silent symphony of the morning. The morning light streams into the apartment, casting a gentle glow as the day begins. A deliberate choice of attire marks the start of the day. Each item is selected with purpose, a silent ritual of preparation. The final touches are added, a reflection of readiness in the mirror's gaze. Prepared and poised, a step forward into the unfolding day. The city awakens as I step onto the bustling street, ready to embrace the unknown. Sunlight filters through the buildings, casting long shadows as I prepare to embark on this new journey. The sounds of the city distant horns, chattering voices fill the air as I take my first step forward. A surge of hope washes over me as I walk further into the heart of the city, leaving the past behind. With each step, the weight of yesterday fades, replaced by the promise of a fresh start. The rain ceases and the sun battles to pierce the clouds, casting a fragile light. The clouds start breaking apart, Sunlight shines through a gap in the clouds. The sunlight starts to illuminate the wet streets. The sun shines brightly, lighting up the street. The street awakens on a Wednesday morning, the air alive with the scent of wet earth and new possibilities. A gentle breeze rustles through the trees, carrying whispers of the day's unfolding drama. Sunlight filters through the clouds, casting a golden glow upon the awakening world. The promise of a fresh start hangs in the air as the street prepares for the day's journey. A lone bird sings, its melody echoing through the quiet streets, a symphony of new beginnings. On a Wednesday morning, a street bustles with life, each passerby absorbed in their own world. Amid the urban hustle, I step forward, each stride resonating with a newfound sense of purpose. The weight of yesterday lifts as I journey toward a future unburdened by past shadows. The city blurs into a backdrop, my focus sharpening on the path ahead, clear and unobstructed. I walk away, leaving behind the echoes of yesterday and embracing the promise of a new chapter. With each step, the horizon expands, symbolizing endless possibilities and a future yet unwritten. A lone figure finds solace on a park bench, the sounds of children at play filling the air. Lost in thought, she watches the carefree joy of children playing. The afternoon sun casts a gentle glow as she observes the lively scene before her, a quiet moment of reflection amidst the laughter and energy of youth. The sun embraces her face, a tender beacon of hope in the serene park. Warm sunlight bathes her face, instilling a gentle reminder of brighter days ahead. The sun's caress brings a subtle, hopeful smile to her lips. Tranquility washes over her as the sun's warmth gently stirs a sense of renewed optimism. The sun's golden rays dance across her skin, whispering promises of a hopeful future. In the quiet of the park, the sun's embrace kindles a gentle, unwavering hope within her. In the soft light of a Wednesday afternoon, she smiles. Her smile radiates joy, reaching deep into her eyes. Her face lights up with a genuine happiness. The warmth of her smile fills the park. Her eyes reflect the pure joy of the moment. In the serene expanse of the park, a figure pauses, surrendering to the embrace of the afternoon air. Sunlight filters through the canopy, casting a gentle warmth upon her face as she savors the moment. A gentle breeze stirs the leaves, carrying whispers of nature's secrets as she finds solace in the stillness. The world fades away as she becomes one with the rhythm of the park, each breath a symphony of peace. Lost in the moment, she discovers a quiet strength within, a sanctuary found in the simple act of breathing. With renewed spirit, she opens her eyes, ready to embrace the world anew, her heart filled with gratitude. In the tranquil afternoon light of the park, a moment of awakening dawns. A gentle breeze rustles through the trees. She stirs, eyelids fluttering, her eyes open, and the world is now filled with vibrant clarity. A newfound sense of peace washes over her. In the serene expanse of the park, she rises, her silhouette outlined against the soft afternoon light. A quiet resolve settles over her features as she prepares to face whatever lies ahead. The gentle breeze whispers through the trees, carrying her hopes and dreams towards the horizon. With a deep breath, she steels herself, ready to embrace the future with open arms. Her spirit soars as she steps forward, leaving behind the echoes of yesterday and embracing the promise of tomorrow. Beneath the open sky of a Wednesday afternoon, she begins to walk. With each step, a palpable lightness fills her gait. A wave of freedom washes over her, transforming her posture. She continues on, moving with a newfound ease. She disappears into the distance, now lighter and freer than she has felt in a long time.